Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Let me show you how you find out what happened without being told what happened. Something happened in Dublin, Ireland, right? Well, what happened in Dublin, Ireland, you know? Well, the media that we have here tells us that a guy stabbed some children and I think one adult. The only information the media gives us, I have two articles, one from the Telegraph and one from Reuters. And in both articles, they will tell us that it was a guy, 50 some years old, male. They don't tell you anything else. Wielding a knife, acting erratically, kill some children, blah, blah, blah. That's all the information they give us. Now, I know that when the mass media doesn't put a mugshot in the same day with a white person in a mugshot, I already know kind of like who that might be. When they don't tell you the race, when they don't tell you anything else about the suspect, you know that person most likely was not right there. Okay? That's how it's in the United States of America and in Great Britain as well. So I'm going to show you how you're going to realize just by their reporting who the person is without them telling you or they telling you. Let's start with the first article. First one, as I said, is from the Telegraph. Well, the first thing, they tell you it's far-right violence. What? First, how do they know it's far-right? And why would it be far-right? I mean, if it would be a regular, I don't know, Irish guy doing something, why would be the far right involved? First question, what is the far right if it was the far right involved? They tell us that. Immediately they identified the far right. But the person? No, they're not going to tell you who that person is. All right, far right. Do they like immigrants? Supposedly not. Do they like this kind of religions? And no, those kind of groups, no. So everybody know that it was not an Irish guy. Unless that Irish guy was a communist. But if he would be a communist and would be a certain kind of color, you would already know his name, mugshot. But it's not there. So I already smell a rat. So it says here, far-right violence flares in Dublin after 5-year-old girl seriously hurt in knife attack. Doesn't tell us anything else. Usually tells us by a white man, 53 years old, living in this and supporting the Trump being a MAGA supporter. Everything you need to know, now they framed it. At least 3 small children, along with a man and a woman, were injured in a knife attack near school in Parnell Square. In knife attack. They don't tell us anything else. I'm not going to play anything here. And they want me to give them money, which I will not give them money because I can find this article somewhere else. And voila, here it is. So screw you, the Telegraph. You're not going to get any money from me, knowingly. Violent anti-immigration protesters. So they already gave it away that whomever committed something was an immigrant. Protesters descended on Dublin city centre on Thursday night after 5 people were injured in a knife attack outside a school. It only the far right. They tell you that only if you're crazy, you're extreme right, you would be outraged. Like for instance, when George Floyd died, only the far right came out? Or the left? Which one came out? Why didn't you say, hey, the far right came and destroyed the city center of this, Media+Police and this and that, turned upside down cars and attacked this and people were killed and all that? Nah. How come it was not the far right then? Because the immigration is here. And they will tell you this. That's what you need to understand. Only if you are a far right, you would be upset about it and you act crazy because you got enough of this garbage. All right. Hey, I'm an immigrant. All right. Again, at least 3 small children were injured in a stabbing attack in the Irish capital, as well as a man and a woman. A 5-year-old girl, pop, boop, boop, boop. Let's see if we find the man. Let's see. Let's see. It says here, despite the police not revealing the suspected knife man identity or motive. Why not? Why not? Freedom, liberty, freedom of speech. Hey, Western values. We are the West. We are the free world. Russia is the, garbage and all that. Where is that at? Far-right vandals. Only people like that would react like that. But only if it's for the wrong reason. If it's for the right reason, like George Floyd, or the guy who was shot in Paris. Remember the guy over there? Emboldened by, quote-unquote, misinformation. I think if they would say if they would mention the identity and motive of the suspect, I think they would not need misinformation. But because you don't say it, people probably know already. Descended on the streets of the capital, setting fire to a police car, a tram, and a double-decker bus among the vehicles and throwing fireworks at officers. They had enough. Good? No. Bad? Yep. Let's look around and see. A thuggish amount. So the whole articles I'm going to just discuss are not focused on the crime, but they shift the focus on the guys who reacted because of the crime. All right? And they already framed it on far right. So if you are one of those guys, they know that you're a far right. Why? Because it's about immigration, anti-immigration, but they don't know it. Why? Because the government will not tell you. Why don't you tell us? Oh my God. So again, let's see. It says here, police have not identified if the suspect is an Irish citizen or an immigrant. Why not? If you say it's an Irish citizen, I guarantee you those far right will go home. But because probably it's something else, then they act like idiots. No? The Irish, because if you act like that, you must be either drunk or far right or whatever. Let's look back here. The prayers, recovery, police said. It's all about the confrontation. It's nothing about who the guy is. It's lunatic hooligans, faction-driven far right ideology. Why? Because the guys in the Netherlands won. That's another scare. Okay, the frenzied knife attack took place near school yesterday. Witnesses described how the alleged attacker was confronted by passers-by. I spotted a guy. When you go as a police officer and you interview some witnesses, okay, can you give me more information? What was his height? What was his race? Color of the eyes? Did you see that? No. Did you see the hair? What color? Okay. Was it straight, long? It was curly? It was short? It was bald-headed? How old was he, do you think? It was tall, short, fat? Anything that you can identify the guy, if, you want to break the story. But they're shushed. They're shushed. Do you think that the media cannot go and speak with people that saw that? Do you think they have a gag order not to say it? And even if they have it, that's even worse. So the media will not publish because they have, how do you call it, interviewers, whatever you call these guys that go around. I can't remember how they're called. Anyway, very easy, right? They go over there and the media people, they go over there and they ask questions to break the story. And they will not mention the race. They will not mention anything else. Why? That's the free word for you? Garbage. And they say it's far right. Everything about far right. They will tell you who that person was, but about the guy that was seen, there are witnesses. Zip it. The media will shut the fuck up. We don't have to listen to the police. You see the guy. Do you think the guy did not say anything about it? Nah. Anyway. A guy with a stabbing motion across the road and people screaming. So I took across, pulled the guy off the children. Witness. Okay, witness Siobhan Kearney. Hey, Siobhan, why don't you tell us more? A man on a moped grabbed a knife. Okay, from which Papa described 10-inch long, a big knife. They give us the knife. They know the length, about the length of the knife, but they don't tell you who the guy is. Nothing about the guy. Look at this. The alleged attacker, who is he? Sustained wounds believed to have been self-inflicted. He is a man, was arrested by police. The Irish police ruled out any terrorist link. The male in his 50s is a person of interest. That's it. Nothing else. Is in the 50s. That's all. You look down here and you find any names, I give you the Nobel Prize for truth. That's one. The other one, there's no such a thing. Reuters, anti-immigration protesters set bus ablaze. Again, this is a giveaway. This is a giveaway. People already know. The streets already probably know who the person is, and the name and probably the picture is already going around. Again, they're focused on protesters. Not on that. A car was story. Police appeared. A man. Again, a man, a woman, children, a boy. That's it. I mean, they treat us like retards. You can't handle the truth. Smack. Here it is, my friends. This is the world we live in. Don't you think it's them or they against us? I mean, can you believe the silence of the mass media, the cover-up of the mass media? Because it's a cover-up. I guarantee you, that was the word I was looking for earlier, journalist. Investigative journalist doing his job or her job will go and ask everybody. Will get the cameras from the shops around, from the school. The school has cameras, I guarantee you that. They have the videos. I guarantee you that. My friends, so this is the free world we supposedly we're living. No, this is a matrix. This is an inversion of reality. And they will keep it silent. Why? Because the public, the Irish, not only the far right, probably are fed up with the policies those guys that don't work for them are implementing. There's an Irish man and an Irish woman, very active. The guy, one is in the Irish Parliament. I can't remember his name. He's always speaking about Israel and Hamas and Palestinians. I can't remember his name, but my Irish friends guarantee you know that guy. And there's another woman in the so-called the Parliament of Europe with long hair, kind of long nose, seem to be tall woman, and she's good as well. And she takes those guys to task. Those are my Irish heroes, just so you know, at the moment. There are some others, but I can't tell their names here. But just like that, just those two. So this is what we have. And I heard about the what the hell is his name? The one that is, I know just a few things about. He got in some arguments with the Irish guy in the Parliament. He's not the Prime Minister, is he? The one who's gay, and I think he's of Indian origin. That's all I know right now about the guy. It's not something that is negative or anything like this, so shut the hell up. Or it's just, that's what I remember. I think he's of Indian origin and he's gay. I use gay instead of using the correct term, homosexual. So my friends, because I'm nice tonight, because it's Thanksgiving, so I give you thanks. Thank you. Thank you for being with me again today, my friends. That's how you figure out when these guys are not telling you who the perpetrator is. If the perpetrator would have been a drunk, I don't know, red-haired Irish guy with some Guinness in his system, they will give you the picture right there. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.